businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we've been working overtime.
It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Chiefs and the Bills.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led out by the fourth-year man out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing Jones. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Now Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the end zone, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. The Chiefs at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again to Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Henry again on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On third down, Henry. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry a rhythm for essentially 2 weeks.
Jermaine Johnson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Running from the gun with Henry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Stafford. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Henry again on 2nd down. Down right around the 25. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Jones. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 44, Jones. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense. quickly here to Thomas. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Play action. Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry up the middle to about the 40-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side, and he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He completes it to Beckham, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Yeah, partner. Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A 1st down carry for Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down.
Touchdown! Michael Thomas. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Henry again on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, it's Henry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Stafford going to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The handoff, running left, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will